Men and women who lived in Mexico in ancient times, whose expertise was to deal with awareness, believed that human beings are the beholders of a most peculiar dualism. They were not referring to traditional dualisms such as body and mind or matter and spirit, but to the dualism between the self and something they called the energy body. They consider the self to be a holistic unit which includes both, body and mind, matter and spirit together, and they define the energy body as a particular conglomerate of energy fields belonging to each of us individually that has the capability of being transformed into a perfect replica of the self, and vice versa. They believed that the self has the capability of being transformed into a perfect replica of the energy body, that is to say, a conglomerate of sheer energy fields. Those men and women of ancient Mexico invented and developed a series of movements which helped them to store enough spare energy to accomplish this dual transformation. They handled and transmitted this knowledge from generation to generation up to the present. The movements you are about to see were called the 12 basic passes to gather energy. They are part of a vast series of movements which were taught to us, the last links of a long chain of such men and women. They were taught especially to Carlos Castaneda by his immediate teacher, Don Juan Matus, and by another practitioner named Lujan. Carlos Castaneda calls it tensegridade, a term he borrowed from architecture. Tensegridade is the property of skeleton structures that employ continuous tension members and discontinuous compression members in such a way that each member operates with the maximum efficiency and economy. We consider this term most appropriate because this system of movements is the quintessence of tensing and relaxing the muscles and tendons of the body. The persons who are going to execute the 12 basic passes to gather energy are Kylie Lundal, Nai Murez, and Reni Murez. The three of them belong to a class of beings that those people of ancient Mexico called chacmuls, or the fierce guardians of energy sites. It has been stated and proven to us that this set is the basis for acquiring enough energy to enter into a particular state of well-being that can give definition to the energy body. To give definition to the energy body is the first step towards enlarging the parameters of perception. For those men and women of ancient Mexico, experts in dealing with awareness, to enlarge the parameters of perception meant entering into bona fide, all-inclusive new worlds. All-inclusive meant to them that those perceived new worlds were not mere concatenations of the mind, but worlds in which one can live and die. For them, entering into new worlds was the core of their magical expertise. Magic is a most inadequate term in this case, for it is loaded with insurmountable negative connotations. Those practitioners bypassed this negative slant by maintaining that their magic was merely a maneuver of perception. We have found out from our own experience that it is indeed a maneuver of perception, but a maneuver of such a magnitude that only the most daring and level-headed men and women can accomplish it.
The first movement is a minor movement, helping the flow of immunity. This movement stimulates sites of energy that keep one awake. It stimulates the flow of saliva. It also stimulates glands under the chin that flush toxins out. Do the movement with the right hand first, then with the left, then with both hands. Position of the hand is that the fingers are pulled in close to the hand. The index finger is fully extended. The thumb is held close to the index finger. The palm is held very tight and straight. The wrist is held fully extended. As one bends down, the chin is jutted out. The index finger is brought in, and pressure is applied up under the chin. The index finger begins to vibrate back and forth. The opposite arm is pulled high up over the back and held against the kidney level.